Once, in a quiet valley between the mountains and the sea, lived a young man named Keo. He was a fisherman by day, but his heart belonged to the stars. Every night, he'd sit by a small lake outside his home, gazing at the sky, whispering stories to the constellations as if they were old friends. The lake was his sanctuary. Its waters shimmered like melted glass, and the fish within were gentle and bright. But one morning, Keo noticed something strange. The water had turned murky. Every day after, he found more dirt and broken reeds floating on the surface. And one night, instead of the stars reflecting on the water, he saw shadows dancing. So, he stayed up late, hidden behind a tree, waiting. Then, soft music in the wind, a glow, not from the moon, but from above. Floating down were beings cloaked in light, 5 radiant women, with eyes like the sky before dawn. They were not of this earth. With laughter like wind chimes, they touched the surface of the lake and began to bathe, shedding their glowing robes like falling petals. The water turned bright as they played, laughing, splashing, unaware they were watched. But Keo's eyes locked on the youngest, her movements slow, unsure, like a song forgotten halfway through. She had a quiet sadness behind her smile. When the first light of dawn kissed the horizon, the sky women hurried back. They gathered their robes, sang a strange, sweet melody, and rose into the clouds, vanishing like mist. Keo returned each night, and each time his heart sank deeper into the mystery of the youngest star maiden. On the 7th night, just as they prepared to leave, he hid her robe beneath a stone by the lake. When the sisters called to return, the youngest searched frantically, but it was gone. The others couldn't wait. "The hour is late," said the eldest. "The sky will close." And so they left her behind. Keo stepped out of the trees and offered her warmth, food, a place to rest. Though afraid, she followed him, and he promised, "You can return when you're ready." But days passed, then weeks. Then she smiled. They married. Her name was Elani, and though she missed the stars, she learned to live on earth. She danced in the rain, sang to their garden, and bore 2 children, bright, curious little ones who asked questions about the sky but had never seen it up close. Years passed in peace, until one day the daughter said, "Mama, Papa has a glowing cloth he says we must never touch." Ilani's breath caught. "Can you show me?" Hidden beneath the floorboards behind an old chest, she found it, her sky robe, untouched, folded like a broken promise. Her memories returned in a flood, sisters, stars, songs. She wept. That night she told her children, "I must go, but I will not forget you. When the time is right, I will send for you." She put on her robe, sang the song of ascension, and rose into the sky, glowing once more. The children, confused, told their father, and Keo was heartbroken. He begged the wind to carry him to her, begged the trees, the stars. But they gave no answer, until one day a raven appeared. "If you make me black as night," the bird said, "I will guide you." And so Keo painted the raven with ash. The bird flew from peak to peak, and Keo climbed them all, his legs bleeding, his lungs aching, until at last he stood at the edge of the clouds. The raven vanished, and Keo stepped forward. Elani was waiting. She wept as she saw him. "You foolish, foolish man," she said, but she embraced him. They were a family once more. But the sky is not for the careless. She warned him, "In this place, you will see things your mind cannot understand. You must not speak. You must not laugh, or they will know you do not belong." He nodded, but curiosity burned in Keo like a flame. One day, he wandered and found a creature, half woman, half wind, with a face that turned inside out. She danced while weaving a tapestry made of thunder. It was too much. Keo laughed, and the creature heard him. It screamed, a sound like glass breaking in fire, and chased him. Keo ran to Alani. "Please hide me!" She buried him beneath sky baskets. The creature arrived. "I smell the earth." "No one is here," said Alani. But it sniffed and sniffed until it found him. With a snarl, it pierced the baskets and stole the breath from his body. The first man to reach the heavens had been undone by wonder and a single laugh. And so the stars remember him, not as a hero nor a villain, but as the man who loved the sky too much to stay on earth. A tale whispered in the wind whenever the night is still.